Hi guys, so it's Julie Angel here reporting from Hope on the Malvern Hills, and as I've got a few moments spare I thought I'd put out a card, and funny enough today's card says, whom do you need to forgive? And it says on the bottom there, as you release old anger or resentment, you'll find that your wishes will come true. You always find something about forgiveness in most decks of oracle cards because one of the things that people struggle with is, what on earth did I do in my last lifetime to deserve this one? Why do I keep repeating the same cycles or the same patterns of behaviour? Why do I get the same types of relationships? Why do I always have problems with money or my job or family members or my health or whatever it happens to be? What we've got to remember is that your thoughts create energy. Everything is energy based. But I'm not going to rattle on for too long on this because I've got other things to do, and I will be doing spiritual retreats and workshops like I said I would. But one of the things, just to get to the point, you might have noticed if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or whatever, that I put a little picture of a baby on there the other day. And somewhere along the line, I had a contract with, and we all have contracts with people that we incarnate with. It's what we sign up for before we come down. But what if we have a situation with somebody that we love dearly, or an organisation that we were completely devoted to, or something that we really believed in, and then things go terribly wrong? Now, you can either go through your life holding in resentment or anger or bitterness, but all that's going to do is make you sick. If your mind can make you sick, it can also make you well. And one of the ways that you can reinvent yourself is by breaking the old habit, the old way of associating the victim mentality and bad things always happen to me, I always have poor health or not enough money or destructive relationships or family issues or a house that's always needs work doing on it. If you're constantly putting that out into the universe, you're going to keep on attracting it. So there is a really quick way, as this happened to be the card that came out today, that you can release yourself and the person or people or organisation that is making you ill, because they're still going round and round in your head. And that's by doing this. You just simply close your eyes and you visualise the person or the people that have hurt you and that you're angry about. And sometimes we can't actually go and see that person for whatever reason if they're still alive, because it's either too hard to do or circumstances make that impossible. And it might even be, I mean, obviously I've been a medium for 22 years, that people are still angry about the abuse that they had from somebody that is now spirit side crossed over on the other side. So because this is what you signed up for before you incarnated with them, and because it's not always possible to change that, you can do it by visualization. And you don't have to be a psychic or medium or a serious meditator to do this. You simply close your eyes and visualize that person clearly in your mind's eye. And it might be emotional, it might be hard to do, but once you've got a picture of, just say, what a person in your head, you then say to that person, you know, we tried, we really did try, but things didn't work. And then you sort of visualize yourself tearing up the contract that you had, just literally, if you have to get a piece of paper, tear it in half of their name and your name on it and rip it apart, maybe even go and burn it or whatever you need to do. But then you have to release that person with love, and you've got to really mean it. There's no point doing things half-heartedly. If your heart's not in it, it's just not going to work. So if you say to that person, I forgive you and I release you, and I'm doing it with love. And now you go your way with love and I'm going to go mine. And after you have forgiven them, and you say to them, I forgive you for whatever they did or didn't do, you then have to forgive yourself, because there's always two sides to every story. There's always two parts to everything. And the word blame is blah, siphon, me. So we don't want to be blaming people. We've got to take responsibility for our own actions. So then you have to forgive yourself for your part in things, because nobody's perfect. And we have to understand that from a spiritual point of view, this is a lesson that's learned. Somewhere along the line, if we don't break the wheel of karma, we're going to keep coming back. In other words, reincarnating and doing the same thing over and over again. I know not everyone's into reincarnation. They might not even be into karma. They might not even be into psychic mediums. But it's worth giving it a go. And that way, you can then emotionally heal, move on, and become the best version of yourself. Short and sweet. More from me soon. If you're interested, take care and have a wonderful weekend, folks.